Hey everyone, Ryan here and welcome to another episode of BGP Game Dev. I just released my game Popcorn Rocket on Steam and the Epic Game Store and itch.io, and I'm proud to announce that Popcorn Rocket will be releasing on the PlayStation 5 on November 7, 2023 for $4.99. You can wishlist it on the PlayStation Store link in the description below, along with the Steam, Epic, and itch.io versions if you prefer those. I decided to release the PS5 version a bit later in order to give the PC version a little time to breathe, and it did take quite a while to get it released on the PlayStation since I had a pretty difficult time porting the game, and oh boy, let me tell you what a crazy experience it was. So I ended up failing certification about 3 times, and for those who don't know, certification is the process where after you fully complete porting your game on the consoles and it works perfectly, and then you put in the proper code for the achievements, the trophies, and the other things that the console needs to sync with, you send your complete game file to the console makers, and then they test your game thoroughly to make sure it matches their compliance standards. So I can't go into super huge details because of NDAs, aka non-disclosure agreements, but I can talk about a couple of things here since they were mentioned in the GDC video, aka the Game Developers Conference, a few console generations back. So each console has their own set of terminology that you need to abide by. For example, you can't just say press start on the consoles anymore. For the PlayStation, it's the options button. Since the PS4 days, on the Nintendo Switch it's the plus button, and for the Xbox it's called the menu button. I got hit for many little things like this since this was my first console port, which delayed the release, and I also had to make sure I changed achievements to trophies on the PS5, which I also got hit for too. And the thing that hit me the hardest were the new PS5 activity cards that were introduced when the PS5 was released, which are cards that tell you your progress through a game and are different than the achievements and trophies, and I could not get these working on the PS5 dev kit when I first attempted them. And I'll give Unity this, even despite their price hikes, Unity has way better documentation for the consoles than Game Maker Studio, which is the engine I'm using. And while Game Maker Studio has decent console documentation, they didn't exactly have details on the PS5 activity cards, and I almost gave up trying to get them to work, and I was about to fork over anywhere from the mid 4 figures to 5 figures for a porting service, or try to contact a publisher, but I was able to figure it out all by myself. So when I finally got the email from Sony saying I passed certification after 3 failed attempts, oh man, I was jumping for joy and freaking out that my game was gonna be released on a console, man! Holy crap! Yeah, so looking at the store page on the PlayStation Network now, it still doesn't feel real, man! I'm up there with Rocket League and a whole bunch of other games, and I did this all without the help of a publisher. And I will talk about my experience with publishers that I reached out to in another video, and that one will be a doozy. So Popcorn Rocket is coming out on the PS5 on November 7, 2023 for about $4.99, and hopefully it comes out without any issues. I have heard horror stories about developers setting a release date on the consoles and the game is not out yet, so I hope that's not the case in my situation, but we'll see. And then sometime next year I'll try to get the game released on Xbox and Nintendo Switch, as I've hit some roadblocks at the time of this video regarding both those consoles, but hopefully I'll be able to work those things out because these things do take time. And you can wishlist Popcorn Rocket on the PlayStation Store in the link in the description below. With all that said, thanks for watching, and this is Ryan signing out. Later, gamers, and oh man, my game is on a console! Holy crap! Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out these other videos, and also make sure to follow me on social media and check out the official Battle Geek Plus website. Take care.